You've probably seen Coca-Cola 1,000 times. In stores, in ads, in restaurants. Cold, fizzy, sweet, familiar. But have you ever stopped and asked yourself one simple question? How is Coca-Cola really made? Most people never think about it. They drink it, they enjoy it, they move on. But the truth behind this drink, the real truth, is much stranger than most people expect. A few weeks ago, I started a small research project. I wanted to understand Coca-Cola. Not the commercials, not the slogans, not the smiling people on TV. I wanted the real process, the real formula, the real story behind the world's most famous drink. And what I found left me with more questions than answers. Let me take you to the beginning. Coca-Cola starts in huge factories, not small rooms, not kitchens, but massive industrial buildings that look more like science labs than food plants. Outside, everything looks normal. Trucks come in, trucks go out. Workers swipe badges and enter through steel doors. Nothing unusual. But stepping inside feels different. The air is cold, the floors shine like glass, and everything is controlled. Temperature, lighting, movement, noise. It feels less like a drink factory and more like a secret facility. And then comes the most important part, the base syrup. This is what gives Coca-Cola its taste. This syrup arrives in sealed containers, black, thick, sticky. It does not look like anything you would want to drink. Workers handle it carefully. They wear gloves. They measure everything down to tiny numbers. One mistake and the taste changes. But here's the strange part. Nobody gets to see the full syrup formula. Not even the workers who mix it. Everything is separated. One person handles one ingredient, another person handles another. Nobody sees the whole recipe. It feels like a puzzle built to hide something. Why so much secrecy for a drink? Some people say it's because the formula is valuable, a billion-dollar secret. But others think there's more to the story, something deeper. Inside the factory, the syrup is mixed with water. Not normal water, not tap water, but water that has been filtered again and again until there is nothing left in it. No minerals, no taste, just pure liquid. Then, huge machines inject carbonation. They shake, they pump, they pressurize the drink until bubbles form inside the bottle. But here's where things start to feel unusual. The smell inside the bottling room is strong, sweet, sharp, almost chemical. If you breathe too deeply, your nose burns a little. Some workers wear masks, some don't. Nobody talks about it. The bottles move fast, thousands of them every minute. They slide across belts, they fill up, they close, they get labeled, all in seconds. The logo looks familiar, the bottle looks normal, but the journey behind it is anything but simple. While filming, I noticed a small door in the back. No label, no warning, just a keypad with a glowing red light. I asked a worker what was inside. He looked at me, paused, and said, "You don't want to go in there." His voice was calm, too calm, like he had said this many times before. Later, another worker whispered something different. He said, "That's where the concentrate is stored, the real concentrate." But even he admitted he had never seen it. Only supervisors and high-level staff could enter that room. Why would one drink need that level of security? What could possibly be inside? I tried to get closer, but a guard stepped out of nowhere. He didn't shout, he didn't smile, he simply said, "Restricted area." I backed away, but my curiosity did not. Later that night, I spoke with a former employee, someone who worked there for 6 years. He told me that every ingredient comes anonymously. No labels, no names, just codes. Workers follow the codes. Nobody asks questions. He told me that the concentrate room is locked 24/7, that cameras watch every angle, that only 2 people know the full formula. 2 people for the entire world. And every few months, the codes change, the procedures change. Even the employees change departments so nobody gets too familiar. It sounds less like a drink recipe and more like a protected secret. He also told me this: the smell of the base syrup never leaves your clothes. That part stayed in my mind. When I asked why, he said the same words the first worker said: "You don't want to know." But I did want to know. Why so much secrecy? Why so much control? Why all the mystery around a soft drink? Some people say the formula has rare ingredients. Some say it has flavor enhancers no company wants to admit using. Some think the secrecy protects the brand. Others think it protects something else. The truth is simple, but uncomfortable. We drink Coca-Cola without ever thinking about what's inside it. We trust the brand. We trust the logo. We trust the taste. But we never see the process. We never see the formula. We never see the rooms behind those locked doors. So when people ask me, how is Coca-Cola really made? I can only answer with this: what we know is controlled. What we see is limited. What we taste is only the final result. But the real formula, the real process, the real story is hidden. Hidden behind walls, behind codes, behind secrecy older than most of us. This drink is more than a product. It is a mystery, a system, a secret protected for more than 100 years. Maybe the world doesn't ask questions because the drink tastes good. Maybe people don't dig deeper because they don't want to know. But curiosity matters. Truth matters. And understanding what we consume matters. So this video is just the beginning. There are more factories, more hidden rooms, more stories behind famous products we trust every day. And I'm going to uncover them. Because sometimes the most normal things have the most hidden secrets behind them. This is what I found. This is what I saw. And this is the closest we can get to the truth for now. So let me ask you again. How is Coca-Cola really made? Maybe it's time we all start asking that question.